Make women property again. Okay. All right. I really hope this guy's car was, mildly vandalized with fire while he was at work. Men can do makeup and get called a woman. But if a trans woman wears makeup, she's just a man. Why men trying to be women these days? Honey, for the love of Christ. You know, I wish I could pull it off. I can't. Like I said on my live stream over on my YouTube channel, Robin Nelson, where I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, just playing games and hanging out. Like I said to my chat, I wish I could do and be, more feminine. I wish I could be more in touch with that side of myself, but I have the body build of a pillar. So much so that one of my fans in my Discord and chat drew me as a pillar. Because I showed them, like, no, that's how I'm built. I can't. As much as I wish I could, not possible or in the cards for me. So if you can, keep doing it. Keep doing you. Keep doing what makes you happy. And remember that people like this, they're just envious. POV, you wanted to prank your husband, so you bought flies online to release into the house, and now you're having second thoughts on actually doing it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. How is that a good prank in any... I'm sorry. Huh? You don't do that. Do not do that. That's how you end up with a situation you never thought possible. Please don't do that, ma'am. The doctor I went to last week was looking over my history, and he said... endometriosis? Is that right? And I said, yes. And he said, is this just your speculation, or have you actually been diagnosed? And I was like, well, I've been cut open 3 times for it, so I hope it isn't just speculation. And he just looked at me and said, females tend to diagnose themselves. And without missing a beat, I said, well, I hope you do your job so I don't have to. I cannot imagine. So... I can tell you right now, I'm quite a hypochondriac, lots of health anxiety. I'm always thinking something crazy is wrong with me when I know it's not. And my doctor knows this, but he still gives me plenty of attention. He still humors me, lets me, check on things and do whatever necessary to ease my anxiety and to let him know, like, yeah, dude, I'm your doctor. I'm correct. You're fine. But he lets me do those things. He lets me quell my anxieties by actually having things done, get looked at, so on and so forth. I can't imagine what it's like to be a woman, even without hypochondria, going to the doctor. Whether it's a woman doctor or a man doctor, doesn't matter. I can't even imagine just how much idiotic, disrespectful, arrogant, pathetic pushback there is on any little thing she wants to find out about herself. Whether she thinks something is wrong, and 9 times out of 10, the ladies are correct and there is something wrong and they need some fucking help, and their dipshit doctor pulls this little maneuver, which, hey doctor, by the way, your job is to figure this stuff out, not go, oh, you've been using the Google again, you wily female. Like, it's fucking pathetic. I can't even imagine what it's like. And that's to say nothing of things like a woman going, I don't want to have a baby, so I would like to have an operation that would make that not possible for me. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? I'm going to say no to what you want to do because you might change your mind. But if I go in and say I want my balls snipped, hell yeah, dude, $50. Let's do it right now. Right here, right now. No problemo, my friend. The creepy double standard with women and their medical concerns has always been fucking insane. And it's crazy to think that in the year of our Lord, 2025, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, whatever you want to call it, God damn it, it's still just as bad as ever. Maybe not quite, but these motherfuckers are still out here saying shit like, females tend to diagnose themselves. Okay, dipshit. Okay. Comments I found on a YouTube short of the famous SeaWorld mime? Didn't know there was one, but okay. That guy's loving life. You got a Michelob Ultra, a fucking bottle can, you got your whole belly sticking out. Okay, so I didn't know there was a mime. That's really cool. New mime is in. This is about to get fucked up. I feel like these comments are about to be very, very, very stupid. Man did not understand his task. He had to lift his shirt. Oh. She has nothing, or he would of. Okay, now, never mind. Completely different from what I thought was going to be happening. I thought it was just going to be generic blanket complaining because women have the job now. It's 2024. You got to be careful now. A woman might flop out a sausage bigger than yours. And that's a problem to you because yours is really tiny? I'm confused, dude. Like, bigger than yours. Oh, okay. Yours must be very, very small. If I were that guy, I would have pulled up my shirt all the way. Let her mimic that. Oh, I get it, because women should show boob. Evangelical think pieces. Oh boy, I'm not subscribing to that. Let me take a drink. Should Christian women be allowed to have butts? Okay, are we talking like the literal concept of the butt? Like 2 cheeks? Something that cushions your muscles when you sit down for any reason? Or are you talking huge hella butt? What do you mean? Probably the most dangerous thing for Christian men is to see things because this makes us sin. No, you do not get to use sinning and other people as an excuse for your perversion. You don't get to do that. My youth pastor says men are visual. All humans, sans maybe a few here and there, can see, right? Are you fucking stupid? Is your youth pastor, actually a moron? This means that whenever a man sees a woman, he thinks that lady has bosoms. I wish I could do a sex right now. Oh, you're fucking with me. No. There's no way this is unironic. I wish I could do a sex right now. You are messing with me hard. Bravo. Also, when a man sees something that is not a woman, like a toaster or a blade of grass, he thinks, hey, remember when I saw that lady with bosoms? I wish I could do a sex right now. Nuh-uh, you had me right up until could do a sex right now. You one step too far for the believability meter right there. You went into the red, my friend. I do not believe for a second that this is real now. God damn it, you suck. I was hoping we were going to get something seriously juicy and seriously insane, but no. Alas, we have a real Joker situation going on over here. We live in a society, and you, my friend, are ruining it by making stupid, silly... No, it's good. You got me. Bravo. Can we get hey, editor, can we get a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. Women, sorry. Christian women, you can't have butts. No butts for you. You got to get rid of those butts right now. Post haste immediately. Thank you very much. POV. The bra I want for my girlfriend to wear. So I'm confused. What is... Oh! I was very confused for a moment because I couldn't tell what the I was actually looking at. Who want this technology? Wow, okay. So I thought I knew what I was looking at, and then I really realized what I was looking at. I thought that this was some special technology that would allow you to unhook your girlfriend's bra, right? To unhook it, because apparently that's really hard for people to do. I mean, I've had my trouble in the past. Surprise, surprise, I've unhooked some in my time, and I know how it works. For some strange reason, I'm an idiot and just can't figure it out, or have. I'm used to it now. I understand how that functions. Cool. But I totally missed the fingerprint reader, which is, man, it's just stupid, right? It's just really, really lame. What does that mean? Is her fingerprint also there so she can take off her own goddamn bra? Or are you a creepy freak? Which one is it? I really hope that both fingerprints are logged in here, man, because I don't know. Jealous people scare me. Comments under a video of a girl eating a burrito. Ah, yes. Just like that. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yeah, take it. Dog, she is not gonna be all up in your DMs after you make this comment. What is... AJ, do you think that this comment is going to cause her to go, oh my god, I think I'll this one? I don't know why I went with that impression, but we're just going to deal with it. Like, what are they thinking is going to happen here? That she's going to, offer to fly out to your house and suck you... What is this? Is it gay for a man to own a cat? It's definitely suspect. No man in his right frame of mind owns a cat. Just think about it. Definitely something zesty or perverted going on. Alright, so that's a disgusting comment for you to leave, hun. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean at all. If your brain goes to where it just did because a man owns a cat, I think you're the fucking freak. I think there's something zesty and perverted going on in your brain, and you have to grow up because you're clearly still like a 12-year-old, like an idiot, like stupid doo-doo moron. I don't know, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? And also, no, it's not gay for a man to own a cat. If you have these feelings, if you ever see, that man's doing something that might be gay. So what if the man is gay? What's the problem here? Oh, you're a fucking prick. It's that easy? Damn, that's crazy. Fuck you. It's all so pathetic, man. Huh? Yikes. For real, though, if you think in any way like this at all, dude, please seek out therapy. Cheating on a pregnant woman is just a different level of evil. If your car is in the shop, would you not rent a car? All right, buddy. I hope you die alone. I don't think you can really even repent for a comment like that. I don't care if you're joking. I don't give a shit. That is so pathetically sad. It's just so sad on so many levels. I think we can answer the question, at least for today. No, the straights are not okay. I don't think they've been okay for a very, very long time. They're not really my business, but it's been clear for a while now that the straights are definitely the exact opposite of okay. Okay? All right, let's see. My prediction on the left-right gender divide. If young men hold the course. So we've got 2025. I guess we got a branch off and a branch off. 2027. This is lonely. 2028. They've gotten so strong and mature. Kinda hot. I would literally kill for you to have babies and make pies. 2030s. I don't know what you're talking about. The left-right gender divide. What What is this in reference to? Oh, wait, okay, sorry. Color blindness probably betrayed me a little bit here. So the women are doing their own thing because women are people that get to do their own thing, and this guy perceives that as stupid, and that if we continue to let women do their own thing, they're eventually going to go, oh, you know what? I do want to make pies and not be a person and be literally owned by my husband. Oh, wow. Is that what's going on here? That the ladies are eventually going to swoop back and stop wanting to be treated like fucking people? Is that your idea here? Well, your prediction is fucking stupid, and you should feel really bad about it if that's what you were going for here. Men are reportedly trimming their eyelashes in order to look less feminine. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's incredibly stupid. Oh no, looking feminine. Whoa, crazy. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Girlfriend found this feminine patterned piece of wax in the apartment. I'm on the hot seat for it. Where is it from? Okay, you need to leave this relationship. God, this was clearly a long time ago. It says 3 hours ago. Is this just old Reddit? Like I forgot you could still go there. This feminine patterned piece of wax. This might be the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. If I was ever in a relationship with somebody that put me in the hot seat because they found a piece of what looks like maybe a candy wrapper in our house and implied that I might be a little gay for it or something like that, you can bet that relationship would be ending tonight. I'd begin packing my things and trying to find a new life entirely. That sounds dramatic, but if this is actually happening, if your girlfriend is like, hey, I found this girly thing, this girly piece of paper in our house. What is it? Huh? What are you, gay? Like, dude, I'm out. You're clearly insane. And like actually crazy shit. Not like Hollywood movie crazy girlfriend. I'm talking psycho. 100 years of animated women. My 5-year-old is fascinated with this short. He enjoys the different voices. He keeps flipping back to find it and watches it over and over. I'm sure he also thinks the girl is hot. All right, so that's a 5-year-old, and you're a gross piece of shit. It's gross. I'm really tired of this whole, protect the kids, but let's encourage the 5-year-old boys to be like, yeah, women are hot, right? Yeah, women are hot. Isn't that right, little 5-year-old buddy? High five. Yeah, woohoo! Yeah, what's going on, man? What is that shit? That's so weird. And the fact that they know it's weird, they just don't care. They're gonna keep demonizing a bunch of other shit while doing this shit. I don't know. It's stupid. We could probably ramble for 6 hours, but I won't. To be honest, a really weird and gross thing is when girls are told not to wear short shorts in front of their dad and uncles and stuff. Like, why would you be looking at your niece or daughter like that? I thought only Arab girls were told this, but it looks like it's universal. When I was about 15 and super thin, like there was not a single curve on my body, I was in a bikini at a family pool party, and apparently my uncle commented on my dad, you should tell whoever to cover up more. Sometimes I have to look away when I see her, and my dad replied, that's because you're a pervert. Good on dad. If I ever had a family friend or family member tell me something like that about my daughter, I'd probably whoop his ass. That's fucking weird. You should tell your daughter to cover up more because I'm kind of getting a boner and should probably be in prison right now. That's what that sounds like, uncle. That's what that sounds like. You gotta stop this shit. Start yelling at the uncles and family members that are saying this and stop punishing the kid who's just being a kid. All right, that's so weird and a great way to make them feel uncomfortable and untrusting in an environment where, frankly, they should feel very trusting and comfortable with these people. That's their fucking family. What the hell, man? Google officially removed Pride Month from its calendar app. Of course it's r/Asmongold. Man, Man, there is so much I could say, dude. There's so much I could say. I know exactly what would happen if I did, though, so I'm not gonna, but hey, guys, just, also, by the way, don't ever go and harass people that I'm making fun of in these videos, please. I do not endorse anybody witch hunting or doing all of that. Just want to get that out of the way. That's not what we're all about here. I might get pissy and go on rants and do all of this stuff, but remember, that is never a call to action to go and harass anybody online, whether it's a community or a person, okay? Nobody, an independent woman who don't need no man. Okay, wait, hold on. I actively just looked up at my window where for a little while I had a curtain rod. And wouldn't you know it, it looks just like this, okay? This is not a independent woman who don't need no man. This is independent woman and man, separate times of course, who were not taught by their fathers or grandfathers, or hell, mothers and grandmothers, how to do simple stuff. Sure, this is an incredibly simple thing. Might not be, super intuitive to you at first, whatever. But if anybody ever, makes fun of you for not knowing how to change your car's battery or a tire or put up a curtain rod or replace an outlet in your home or something like that, remember, that is a failure on your parents and family members that are supposed to teach you those things. And if they don't know, failure on granddad. And I know what you're thinking. Well, the schools should do that. I don't know, man. School budgets continue to be decimated so much that we've lost wood shop, auto shop, metal shop. Home ec is gone in many, many areas. I was the last kid, one of the last kids in my entire fucking city to get to take a home ec class, and we weren't even allowed to learn how to cook. We weren't even allowed to do that. So your parents have to be able to pick up some of the slack here. They have to, and it's on them, not on you for being an independent woman or whatever this Facebook page thinks is funny. I really wish we knew what the name of the Facebook page was, though. In stock at all times. What is that cool shirt? Actually, what is that? Oh, it's a Be Gay Do Crime shirt. Yeah, I want that shirt. Why does the world look at this guy like this is normal? Men putting on makeup and lashes is ridiculous. Sorry that you're envious you can't look as good as him, honey, but why is that his problem? At all. I do love that he pinned it. That's really funny. You got pinned, brother, and responded to. And I've got a sneaky suspicion his response to you was very similar to what mine just was. Men can't handle lesbians being hot. Dude, most men can't handle lesbians at all. Guys, she's lesbian. She is 100% not lesbian. You can't handle hot women not being into men. How sad. What? Me? That's not me. That's not me, dude. What do you mean? Huh? I didn't leave that there. My TikTok is XYCRON. That's right. That's my TikTok. You should go over to my TikTok. I don't post too often, but you should go over to my TikTok, Zycron. But that's not me. They are so right, though. They are so right. These guys have to, justify their feelings or whatever by pretending that lesbians have to be these butch, what's the word? That's how they see lesbians. When they think lesbian, they either think they're idealized porno versions, or they think, well, ones in the real world have to be not attractive to me, because as a man, everything has to service my view of the world, right? And again, you might think I'm crazy, but I don't think I am. And that's what matters, okay? I think, therefore I am. I think I am not crazy, therefore I amn't. Women and children react emotionally. A man utilizes logic and reason. Men have killed the women for not giving them their phone number. Please have several seats. If you ever unironically say something along the lines of, women and children are emotional and a man utilizes logic and reason, you genuinely need some strong therapy. That is the dumbest shit in the world. Men are so emotional that we are famous for committing murders, disproportionately so, to an insane extent. Men are crazy motherfuckers. Absolutely insane. Women go through something every single month that does make them more emotional, sure, because they're going through a horrifically stressful and awful time, and they still maintain their composure better than the average man does when getting turned down. Okay? Sorry, I don't actually mean to generalize or anything like that. I know that that's stupid, that's irresponsible, and I do not mean to do that. If I ever say all so-and-so, that's obviously not true. That's not how that works. It's not literally all not possible. We have a good community here at EmKay. You fellas are great. I know all the EmKay fellas be awesome and on the up and up, and all the EmKay ladies, same deal. You know, that's what we're all about here. Setting your son up to be a horrible husband. Dad, I want to marry. Say sorry. For what? Say sorry. But for what? You first say sorry. But what's my fault? Oh, I get it. You first say sorry. At least tell me the reason. First say sorry. Okay, Dad, I'm sorry. Now you're ready for marriage, my son. Your training is your wedding is complete. You have learned to say sorry without any reason. Masculinity isn't toxic. The lack of it is. Weak men are abusive and spiteful. Strong, masculine men are protective and loving. A good example of masculinity that I think we can pretty much all agree is what it should be. And this is going to sound real nerdy coming from me, even coming from me, is Aragorn, son of Arathorn from Lord of the Rings. The heir to the throne of Gondor, that is correct. I think he is the spitting image of what masculinity should really be. Kind, loving, emotional, but nonetheless, a fucking guy. Nonetheless, dude, he's a great example of the exact opposite of you should have big muscles or you're gay. That's a little gay, dude. There are all sorts of other words I could use in place of that, but you've seen these people before. Like, I'm really lucky that I grew up with a lot of the people that I did. Like, a lot of people I did, they were super, very masculine dudes who were also incredibly comfortable with their own sexualities and really kind in that way. I remember one off the top of my head. His name's Jacob. Hope I get to see him someday in the future. Very much like a weightlifter, really brawny dude, but he was so not afraid of just, being more emotional, being more open, being more kind. That's what masculinity should be, is being... Crying doesn't make you gay or a woman. Like, having these emotions doesn't. You should be protective. We should all be protective of each other and loving, actually loving. Not loving with conditions that masculinity seems to have. Masculinities, and femininity too, to be fair. They all have to have this strict list of conditions that you have to meet, or you're not it, which is not true. All of this is supposed to be a spectrum, but at the core of all of these things is supposed to be empathy, love, care, all of that shit. And that is what, in my opinion, has been lost from masculinity in recent decades. Is it's just trying to go back to a time when it was a lot meaner. Everything was a lot meaner. And in that spirit, that meanness has come back. That aggressiveness has come back. So no, if you're mean and aggressive but masculine, I don't see you as masculine. I see you as a blob of shit. What if a stranger could snap your picture on the sidewalk, then use an app to quickly discover your name and address? A startup called Clearview AI has made that possible. Oh yeah, a lot of women would die. That's what if. Yeah, we would see a huge surge in women disappearing and being murdered, or just disappearing, which is 10,000 times scarier. So whatever this is, because I have seen this post before, I really hope that this Clearview AI thing really went bankrupt. I hope every one of those motherfuckers lost their jobs, disappeared, and it died. I hope it died, because that's disgusting and psychotic and evil. Inherently evil. You took a photo of me and I knew you were using that app to do it, I'd probably have to kill you, man. Like, what the hell? What kind of psycho invasion of privacy is that? If a woman gets a strong and secure man who can protect and provide, but she has no purity to offer in exchange, the man loses. If a man gets a pure woman who can offer virginity, but he has no security to offer in exchange, the woman loses. A man's value is his security. A woman's value is her purity. Quit calling it purity and security, man. Man's value is how much money he can give to his wife. A woman's value is her vagina was never touched by another man. Quit masking it behind these flowery dipshit words. Take your damn mask off and practice what you preach, brother. This stuff is so pathetic and lame. This may have been how it was back in the day, but that's not how it is now. I mean, it shouldn't have been how it was at any point in time. Your value is not your genitals, nor is it how much money you make. That's not how this works, no matter how much some dork in a basement wants it to be. Can a heterosexual couple be madly in love and have a dog? What does that question mean? I've been doing in-depth scientific research on the neurochemistry behind dog addiction, and it looks like it isn't possible to have a dog and be in a healthy, loving relationship. But I'm open to being proven wrong. I'm sorry. What? You found a word of the day in your calendar and just said that to make yourself feel smarter about your Googling about random articles relating to people being too in love with their dog? I don't know. Has anyone here ever known an heterosexual couple in person that is madly in love with a dog that they also don't treat like a child? Or does the dog always get in the way like a parasite? This might be one of the weirder things I've ever seen. Let me read that last portion again really quick. Has anyone ever known a heterosexual couple in person that's madly in love with a dog that they also don't treat like a child? Or does the dog always get in the way like a parasite? So can they be madly in love and have a dog? This is the most perplexingly stupid fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm so confused. Are you asking this question because you know like 3 heterosexual couples, 2 of which love a dog and dote on it a little too much? So, I don't know. This is really weird. I don't know how to even begin to approach a question like this. Not like it's directed at me or I actually need to take these questions seriously. We're in Are the Straights Okay right now. It doesn't really freaking matter all that much. But, you know, this just feels really stupid. 77-year-old women shouldn't be on the stage pretending they're 20. They should be at home, spending time with loved ones and family. Find yourself a wife who dreams of this, not this. Hey, so Dolly Parton had endometriosis and was unable to have children. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm just going to start this off with how dare you? How actually fucking dare you ever speak ill of Dolly Parton, you nasty motherfucker. That is so gross and weird. And I know that this was back in November, so her husband was still here at this point. But I really hope people like you shut the f*** up, especially over the last couple of weeks. She is an incredible person who has proved time and time again that she is an incredible person. And I feel like a lot of people should be able to look up to Dolly, man or woman, should be able to look up to her as someone that is worthy of looking up to. So I'm really offended by this one. This one got me. You don't f*** with Dolly, you piece of shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you don't. I don't mean to put her up on a pedestal. I know she's not freaking perfect or anything like that. She's probably been a dick at one point in her life. But for the love of God, there are a few people that you just don't get to fuck with online. She's one of them. I'm sorry, she's one of them. Remember that episode from South Park about how Tom Cruise was trying to find the magical goo that would make it so that it's impossible for him to be criticized? He should have been looking at Dolly Parton the whole time, along with a select group of other people, okay? It's kind of like the crocodile hunter. Leave these fucking people alone, man. Holy crap. I fixed the protagonist of this game. Again, it's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. The point is to show how repulsive the original character is. So you're just fucking... Oh, man. Oh, my God. Okay. Once again, the anti-woke game fucking loser war, whatever the hell is going on. It's not even really a war. It's a bunch of basement-dwelling incels that are fighting amongst each other now. They're fighting each other now because everything woke, everything DEI in video games suck. This game looks badass. She looks fucking great. The whole thing looks awesome. Okay, I believe it's called South of Midnight. Didn't even notice the hashtag. This game looks rad as fuck. Okay, and if you like video games, you should absolutely play it. But if you ever see this tweet, or a tweet that's like it, or reminiscent of it, rent is due. I guarantee you there is a fucking checkmark blocked out from this person's @ Okay, just know, Dip McGee and all of his ilk, all of these motherfuckers, they just need to pay rent on Twitter. It's just rage farming. That's all it is. And if this guy does genuinely believe he improved this character design done by a real artist and not his AI dumbass programs, now, just let him go on believing that. One day he'll wake up and he'll realize that he wasted a lot of precious time undoing real work. Sorry, I get really passionate about a lot of stuff. But I get super passionate about motherfuckers that keep calling everything woke. Particularly video games. The moment women show up, the moment women of color show up in video game, these people lose their collective goddamn minds, and 90% of it is fake anger. They don't really give a shit. They don't. They just know that they have their car payment coming up or whatever, so they gotta find a way to stay relevant. That's all the negativity is. POV, your husband picks the movie, and it's always relating to war, killing, and violence, and is 2+ hours long. It's fine if you have a taste in movies. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with liking certain movies, right? But, you know, sometimes I do wonder, like, if if all you watch is like Terrifier, I'm a little terrified for you, you know? Like, are you doing okay? Are you all right? Look, Art the Clown might be some kind of Tumblr sexy man or whatever, but he is an evil, horrific... Well, he is now. He was just a regular guy in the first movie, I'm pretty sure. But now he's like a horrific demon thing, right? Like, there are some times where I'm like, are you doing good? You okay, man? You okay? Fellas, I know that the term, we don't use it anymore because it doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's cringe. But chick flick, I know that most men will call any movie that is not Saving Private Ryan a chick flick, right? Boys, fellas, if you do still think that way, you are missing out on actual cinema, okay? I watched a f***ing Hallmark movie the other day and loved it. Okay, I was in love with it. I did actually grade it on my my Letterboxd, actually. I'm pretty sure I have it up on my Letterboxd, which is, I'm pretty sure, just Zycron, XYCRON. Because I do have a Letterboxd. I don't post every day on there. But every now and then I find a movie that catches me by surprise, you know? Thanks to YouTube Movies. Look, all I'm saying is, fellas, please don't limit your cinematic endeavors to just war movies or Band of Brothers or, you know, stuff like that, right? Seriously, the rom-coms are amazing. Go watch The Proposal. It's unironically fire, okay? Oh, and while you're at it, if y'all could please go watch Hundreds of Beavers and Lake Michigan Monster, I would be personally appreciative of that if you could do that. Oh no, he doesn't want to watch another Hallmark movie about a rich dude leaving his fortune to live in the countryside with a woman he met 2 weeks ago. I will say, in favor of this douche, Hallmark movies are all one and the same. You know, if you've seen one, you have seen the next 1,000. So I can understand why maybe not wanting to watch a Hallmark movie in particular is one thing, because they do follow the same goddamn formula every time, and that is inherently crap.
When I tell my wife to order a pizza, but I only hear 3 dials, y'all can relate though? No? Bro, should we save him? Should save him from what? He's being embraced by who is assumedly his loved one. Like, get a life. He tries anything for him not to kiss her. Bro is getting crushed at the end. She'll find out one day. Nah, he put that on himself. Oh, you shaved. Yes. Kind of looking like Leafy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you washed your makeup off. Yes. I feel like these ones are kind of like both sides. These are like, this could be made by a man who gets no women or a woman who gets no men. Offset's simple nighttime skincare routine for oily skin. I get it, man, you gotta keep your skin nice and clean. Finding out Offset has a skincare routine is possibly the gayest thing I've ever seen. Making your appearance presentable to impress women? Sounds pretty gay to me. Pussification. The pussification of video games. Oh god, oh, they're ruined. all games are ruined forever. Lose weight, grow some hair, burn your childish toys, and be a woman. I will listen to your advices then. What even is this video advice on? How to make your computer completely black and pink? I respect the dedication, you know, I mean, it's not for me, having one color be the color for everything in my room, but hey, you know, that's impressive. The fact that they sell PC parts that look like that, they have Hello Kitty on them, that's not bad. I don't know what this guy's on about. Do what you want to do, man. Found this wonderful meme in a Facebook comment section of a men in their 30s versus women in their 30s post. Woman, explained with bananas. Oh no, I don't like this. 11 is green, 12 to 18 is yellow, 19 to 24 has got a little spots on them, which, by the way, personally, with bananas, I think that's where they're perfect, because they're a little sweet, but they're not too overwhelming, you know what I'm saying? They got some structure to them, but they're very nice and tasty. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, 25, they're bad, I guess. This is weird. This is incredibly weird. There is no female equivalent to man-child because women act like children their entire lives. Many of them never have to grow up. Women don't shit, apparently, unless it's to lose weight. Well, yeah, I knew that. Girls don't poop. What are you talking about? Gents, do epic shit. Ladies, smile, you're losing weight. All right, f the ladies' door, but I want that door, the gents door for my bathroom. Do epic shit. Yeah, that's what I do every time I go in there, man. Field report from my low fertility rate friend group. My college friends recently got together for a little reunion. We are all in our early 40s now, and everyone brought their kids. It was a wild time, and everyone had a blast, including the kids who are ages 3 to 12. One of my childless friends was like, there are a ton of kids here. A ton was 10. When I was reflecting on it after the fact, I decided to calculate the fertility rate of my friend group, and it was 1.25. The adults outnumbered the children. In the late 1950s, there would have been something like 28 kids at that party, not 10. It's hard to even imagine a world with so many children. And that got me thinking about my own children and a similar party in 35 years. There's going to be, 5 children in attendance? That's just a sad world to me. There's no real conclusion to this post, just an observation from the front lines of the baby bust. Sheesh, man, the less children I see running around at parties or anywhere public, that's fine with me. I mean, that sounds terrifying, because if there's no kids, then how are there going to be people in the future? But it's not for me to worry about. I'm just gonna live my own life, you know what I'm saying? When you realize how much your girl loves you, but you're still gonna cheat because you're still a man. Sleeping with other women is not cheating. Loving another woman is. Loving another woman ain't even cheating as long as you love your woman more? What? What sort of mental gymnastics do these guys go through? Like, what? Are you kidding me? I mean, yeah, like, fucked another woman, but like, I still love my woman more, you know what I'm saying? I love her the most. I haven't slept with her in a while, but this other woman, yeah, sure, but I don't love her more. It's like, what? All right, traditionally handsome man, wearing perfume, body spray, whatever. OMG, you smell so good. Not so traditionally handsome man, wearing the same thing, smells the same. Your cologne smell is too much. Every day, Redditors discover the genetic lottery exists and women have free will. The genetic lottery means fuck all. You know that guy in the picture acting as the ugly one? Well, he is happily in a relationship and hates that his image is used to spread misogynistic shit. It's so sad all these young boys don't understand that their personality is the main detractor, not looks. Stop caping, you've never met the dude on the right. I've never met him, no. He's quite famous in the incel communities, though, as someone who is unlovably ugly, and he indeed is in a committed relationship. Hi, is this blank? Yeah, that's me. Who is this? This is Alex. I'm one of the customers at your coffee shop. I always get the iced chai, lol. How'd you get my number? Your manager gave it to me after I told her I wanted to take you to a dinner? Why would they give that? What? This is kinda creepy. I have politely rejected you before. Can't you take a hint? Creepy. I'm offering to buy you a dinner. Shouldn't you be grateful? I have a fiance. I don't need a dinner from you, dude. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Okay, and it's not like you guys are married yet. He's probably going to dump you since you look unappealing. So if you're smart, you'll take the chance to meet an amazing guy like me. Hello? Don't be mad. I'll cheer you up and treat you right. Angry faces. Why won't you reply? You're an easy slut anyways. Don't text me, you whore. You just want to feed off of guys, taking advantage of me and making me tip you $2 every time. The drinks you make are shit anyways. I'll make sure you get fired for the terrible customer service. Yeah, I think the number one trick I go to wow a woman is tell her, yeah, you know, you're kind of unappealing, if I'm being honest. You're also probably gonna get dumped if anyone else dates you, so you should probably not miss the opportunity with me. On a post about a 5-year-old kid destroying a Magic the Gathering card because the parent left it out by mistake. Gotta throw some transphobia in there for good measure. Have you tried beating your kids for touching something that doesn't belong to them? Probably not, so expect it to keep happening. Wow, what's wrong with you? Nothing, because my parents weren't worthless twats trying to be my friend. They were parents. Too many nowadays are trying to be their kids' BFF, which is why we're overpopulated with parasitic narcissists who can't define a woman. You reap what you sow. Jesus Christ, someone was unloved. Well, that helped us figure out what's wrong with you. Nearly everything. You're an awful human. Also, aren't parents, like, supposed to be the first line of, you know, support and help and, you know, kindness? What is so wrong with parents trying to have a great relationship with their kids? Or, you know, treating them like a friend. Hell, more than a friend, because it's their goddamn family. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. This person, they are a sad, strange little man, and they have my pity. Man calls wife idiot damaged for having emergency C-section. Says he'd better marry someone else. I don't want a damaged wife, he said. It's better if I marry someone else. What the what? I can't even imagine, like, being in a relationship with someone, going through so much, you know, like having a damn child, and then you're like, oh yeah, so I think they're, you know, C-section's probably the best idea. Oh, well, I don't want a damaged wife. Like, what are you talking about? On a post asking why men aren't interested in dating. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Modern women don't bring anything to the table other than their bodies. No personality, no cooking skills, no femininity. You give her the whole world and she gives you every reason to dump her. Focus on yourselves. Sure, pretty girls are everywhere, but a woman that supports you and prays for you is rare. It is the exact people I expected to see. Blue Twitter check marks, paying for that Twitter blue, whatever the hell it's called, with actor profile photos of badass characters. Like, dude, you've never, ever talked to a woman, have you? Oh, dude, there's more. The dating game is rigged. They want a man to depend on when they are broke, but when they have money, they want independence. Men are getting wise and saying two can play that game. True. Even the strong, independent women still want men to pay for everything, knowing damn well they have the means themselves. Really, makes you think why they want their own money in the first place. Low return on investment. What's your reasoning behind this, son? Why is he talking to them like that? Like, you guys are freaking weird. Also, it sounds to me like these guys are like, man, why can't I just, like, be able to be with a woman and she does everything for me, you know? Like, God, I wish she would just cook for me and pray for me, whatever that means. I don't know. It's a little telling of why maybe they don't like dating, because they just actually can't find anyone. If your mom is black and your father is Asian, you're Asian. If your father is Black American and your mother is Asian, you're black. Basically, whatever your father is, you are. You just came from him first. The mother just incubates what she receives from the man. What are we talking about? Creatures or human beings? Women are like, dude, you sound so, my mind is boggled. Like, boggled times 20. Like, there are actually people who talk like this. I don't like it. Best countries to get married or be with a long-term partner? Share your opinions on where in the world is best to be formally or informally married. Share your long-term relationship, preferably lifetime destinations too. One of my concerns would be how much the government intrudes on your marriage. Some people here already know about common law in places like the US and Australia, for example. I've read Thailand is quite chill on interfering in relationships and has reasonable laws, but not enough that I'd recommend it. Stuff like cost of living, climate, food, and safety are good subjects to discuss as well. Note, this is not necessarily about where to find wives or relationships. You could move to this country even if your partner is from another country. Well, let's hear what this gentleman has to say. Philippines, it's not even a question. Divorce is still illegal. Hurt feelings report. Date, time of hurtfulness, AM, PM. Which ear were words of hurtfulness spoken into? Right, left, both? Is there permanent feeling damage? Yes or no? Did you need a tissue for the tears? Yes, no. Rate the pain of hurt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 not so bad, 5 mild, 10 ouch. What feelings got hurt? My last feeling, my second to last feeling, my third to the last feeling. Other reasons for filling in this report, circle yes or no. I am am thin-skinned. I am a pussy. I have woman-like hormones. I am a queer. I am a little bitch. I am a crybaby. I want my mommy. Did you see a doctor? All of the above. Name a real man who hurt your feelings. If you feel that you need someone to hug, please go home to mommy. Let her hug you and change your diaper. If you feel that you need to talk to someone to soothe you, please call 1-800-CIS-BABY or 1-800-CRYBABY. Girly man who filled this in this report. Signature of girly man, real man, person being brought up on charges, real man signature, superintendent signature. I love how you can tell a 14-year-old designed this. 2008, masculine. 2024, gay. Why are video games so gay now? Dude, I thought the left picture was Helldivers for a second. Did you forget about that one? Did you conveniently leave out that badass masculine game? I miss the days when games weren't propaganda. Oh, you should replay like all the Call of Duties. Hong Kong taxi. Single ladies, please sit in the front. 20% off for wearing miniskirt. Ooh, I don't like that, man. That's a little weird. Straight men. Would you date a trans woman? I would rather guide my dad into my mom by hand. What the hell does that even mean? Daft cunt. Yeah, that checks out. Imagine buying an ad just to say you're pathetic. Harley Davidson went woke, so I destroyed my bike. Columbia War Machine. See what I did next. You probably didn't do shit because that's a pretty nice looking bike. You're just gonna actually shoot it? Okay, good for you. You have money to burn, I guess. And you're also a fucking weirdo kid. Brah, that hating yo GF phase is so real. I just cheat once I get to that point. I be feeling so guilty I love her again. How to ruin your relationship with a woman in under 10 seconds. You're not someone who I would marry and settle down with, but only hook up or be friends with benefits with. Yikes, okay, bye. How to ruin your relationship with a man in under 10 seconds. You're not someone who I would hook up or be friends with benefits with, but only marry and settle down with. Yikes, okay, bye. The ideal woman. 6.5 out of 10, okay at cooking, not a cunt bitch. That's it. Cook and make babies. Jesus Christ, you are all doomed. I just read your bio. I'm sorry, I don't think we'd be a good match. Out of curiosity, which part made you determine that? Single mother. So I'll come second to children that aren't even mine, which is totally understandable, by the way. Also, you have kids and you're 35, so you probably don't want any more, and even if you did, it's about a 70% chance that you can't. You're also an independent woman, so your career will come before me as well, most likely not submissive. Have the same I don't need a man, I want a man mentality as all the other girls that let that social construct brainwash them. When girls typically say they are independent, they use it as an excuse for their bad behavior and masculine traits. I want a stay-at-home wife that's the mother to my children, who will give me stability and will stay loyal to me and is submissive. But that's impossible to find, yeah, because you want... Jesus Christ, it's not even worth... Sorry for the rant, modern dating is impossible for men like me, lol. Yes, it is. It is incredibly impossible for men like you. I wonder why. Kelly J. Keen Minshall has lost her mind by a man knitting. They are beautiful, but if the men start learning woman skills, then they have no use for a wife. Men learn how to knit and sew. There is free porn on the internet. Rich people have dishwashers. They are trying to get rid of women. This is a legitimate question to a mum's group. Is it illegal to watch porn while driving? My husband argues that if it's set up on his hands-free playing in the background, it's completely fine. Apart from my concern to other drivers on the road and the level of distraction it may cause, are my negative feelings about this protected by law? Dude, can you not wait, how long is the drive, man? It doesn't matter. You can wait to enjoy some entertainment until you get home. Can't you? Can't you? Some people still don't know waterproof makeup exists. Don't get fooled. Take them out swimming on the first date. Jesus Christ, man. Who the fuck cares? Oh no, they look different behind the stuff that is designed to make you look a little different, to look a certain way. Oh my god, my mind is blown. Also, I don't think any woman is going to go swimming all gussied up like that. Why would they do that? Maybe do a little, like you said, waterproof makeup beforehand, maybe a little eyeshadow. I don't know, I don't do makeup. but like, dude, this shit's so stupid. Get over it, man. Who cares about if they're wearing makeup or not, or how they look? Just grow up. I birthed a boy, therefore I am raising a boy, not a girl, not a cat or a plant or whatever. That's trending right now. No, he cannot paint his nails. No, he cannot play with makeup. And no, he can't try a dress on. He was born a boy, and he will be raised as a boy. I will teach him that you can't change the gender God gave you. Tell you what, when they started saying the not a cat or a plant or whatever, I thought they were gonna try and do some Dr. Seuss shit. But no, they just ended up sounding like a uninformed fool. Lol, this is hilarious. Notice, husbands choosing paint colors must have a signed note from their wife. Yeah, that is hilarious. I don't get it. Average nice guy mad that a female millions of miles away dare fall in love with someone else. Happens to legit every woman at least 100 times. So excited to meet you, baby. Unfollowed, LMFAO. Hope the baby comes out R-worded. Simp angry that his favorite streamer or OnlyFans model got pregnant. Similar thing happened with Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira. She had millions of male fans who jumped ship when she came out as gay. Oh man, there goes my chances with her. Millions of deluded men. If your girl proposes to you, especially during the Olympics, you're cooked. There is nothing more emasculating than a woman proposing. Who gives a fuck? Can you come up with a wish that I can't turn into something evil? Nope, you're a woman. It's in your nature to twist things as such. Nice one, dude. That's pretty badass. How to recognize a drink that's been spiked or tampered with. Change in color, sinking ice, excessive bubbles, foggy appearance. Actually pretty good information. Sad that we have to be on our guard for this. Maybe if girls were more fun and willing to go with a guy, then we wouldn't have to spike y'all's drinks. Yeah, that's him, officer. Dude, get this guy. Wouldn't have to spike y'all's drinks. Shut the fuck up. Come on, man. It's just a funny video of a guy getting scared by a squirrel. Squirrel interrupts conference call. All right, okay, you know, I would probably freak out as well. Probably not quite like that, but you know, some of us, you know, that I wouldn't know how to react to that situation. I'm not gonna lie. His wife must feel really safe with him in the house. Poor Julie. Last reported his children and wife divorced him. What, like you just making shit up, I guess. Bro's scream was priceless. Maybe squirrels are his only weakness. Laughing emoji. His children divorced him? As much as they could. My wife and I removed all clocks from our home. I have one watch that I wear so I can continue to tell time. She can ask me the time whenever, but it grows her reliance on me as the head and the husband to keep her and the family in order. That is so weird sounding. Jesus Christ, I hope you never have a family. Yeah, I'm a pretty good husband. I like to take away basic human rights from my wife and children. Lobster. That is adorable. I love that. I have no words. I think this is adorable. I can only assume this is like a seafood restaurant or something. I like it. To me, getting fat on your partner is equivalent, if not worse, than infidelity. You already breaking the sexual agreement and shows complete disrespect to your partner to not maintain yourself. Of course, people age, but weight, hair are completely controllable factors. These people's minds are just actually rotted away. Lol, laughing emoji. Bed for couples together for 5 years. Available with an electric fence for those together more than 10 years. Why do the people who make these memes seem to be the people who are like, oh man, I just can't find a woman, blah blah blah, I can't find a perfect woman to do what I want, blah 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 blah. But then they make jokes about marriage and they're like, yeah, it's gonna get bad. Like after 5 years, you're not gonna want to be with each other, but God, I want a wife so bad, but I just know I'm gonna hate her in 10. Oh, like it doesn't make any sense. Why is this on Facebook Marketplace? I'm screaming. Welcome to Lauren's wedding featuring Greg. Just the wives' wedding. Wait a minute, that's my birthday. I take this as Lauren did 100% of the planning and Greg just showed up, which is pretty accurate for most hetero couples. No man wants to get married, but you want a loyal woman, right? Who will pray for you. I'm sorry, that's funny. What the hell is this? A TikTok live? A good woman loses weight after pregnancy, low body count, no crazy exes in jail, mentally stable, no trauma, balanced pH levels, no fishy smell, C cup or above, open to labiaplasty, low iron levels, body positivity only, no stretch marks or major scars, funny, will take my last name, weighs between 45 kilograms to 58 kilograms, bubblegum pink, no moles, can cook or clean, good communicator, dress size 12 or lower, accepts her body hair, no hips dips. Jesus Christ, so you want like a woman that doesn't exist. Or they may as well not exist because Jesus, so many weird, specific things. Just why, man? Don't embarrass yourself like that. And live? I mean, the audacity. Live? Hold on. I thought they wanted women to be hardworking and pay for themselves. Now they vilify women working? It do be like that. Now that I'm a powerful and successful boss babe, I'm going to marry a rich, handsome man. Now that I'm a rich, handsome man, I'm going to date 26-year-old Hooters waitresses. I don't think I've got the hang of this handbrake. I keep tugging at it, but it won't go down. What even is this supposed to, like, mean? Woman take driving test. Give instructor handy? Well, what? I don't get it. Am I missing? I'm straight. I should be laughing, right? I don't. It's going right over my head.
Girls versus guys. Can't hunt, can hunt. These girls can't survive. Men destroy women in survival competition. Oh man, just what can you say? I've been reading this book about marriage. It says to always treat your wife like it's your first date. So after dinner tonight, I'm dropping her off at her parents'. Can we get some crazy, wacky Hanna-Barbera cartoon sound effects in here? That's better. The ideal woman. Here we go. All right, let's see if we can get a bingo, or hell, probably a blackout on the bingo board at this point. Has no male best friend. Talks to males only till it's work-related. Till it's work-related? Doesn't accept flirting. Extremely beautiful. Wears decent clothes. High morals. Conservative. Feminine. Had no boyfriend or past. Not even simped. Only into marriage. Has only female friends. Not feminist. Knows cooking. Not woke. Religious. Hates degenerates. Oh man, that last one. I don't think she's gonna want you then. Things I would do if my man started balding. Break up immediately and go marry a healthier one. Things I would do if me, my sister, brother, dad, son, mom, or daughter ever started complaining about hair loss. Horsetail, nettle tea, saw palmetto, and pumpkin seed oil 3 times a week after microneedling. Onion, garlic, orange peel, cloves, rosemary, hair toner 3 times a day. Hair massage twice a day. Replacing the 3-in-1 shampoo to what? Okay. I'm very confused by all of that. So I suffer from male pattern baldness for sure. You wouldn't know it right now because I do take a daily finasteride dose to keep it there. All right. Now, maybe when I'm in my late, I'll give it a decade. How about that? I'll give it a decade and then I'll probably stop taking that stuff and, go, well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Because bald is fine, even though it requires just as much upkeep as having hair, I guess. It's ridiculous. What is all this crap? I've heard of microneedling, but what the hell are you talking about? Also, things I would do if my man started balding. Break up immediately and go marry a healthier one. Man, you're dodging the bullet for him. You are the bullet and you're just boink, going somewhere else. Thank God. A man versus a woman's body. Oh my God. Lately, I've started to consider this anti-woke gamer grift bullshit to be quite funny. These people aren't trying to be funny, and that's why it works so well. They take this so seriously to such a pathetic and creepy extent. There's not really anything we can say to you. We're gonna go ahead and continue to enjoy games and have a good time, and you can yell into your weird Twitter echo chamber about how video games are ruined for reasons you are getting closer and closer to taking your mask off about. The rest of us are gonna have fun. You go sizzle in your roach-infested hellhole. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Woke consumers, stop complaining. Tourist, us, played Halo before they were born. Huh? Played Halo before they were what? Huh? Is this just supposed to be some clever gotcha mic dropping joke about people being young or or something? I always break up with my boyfriend anytime I feel insecure or things go south. He always cries for me and it makes me feel better. We don't get into fights at all, so it's my only solution. Huh? POV. Admiring the cactus my husband strategically planted under our toddler's window because he can see the future. What the f does that mean? What is... Oh, I see. Them sneaking out at night? Is that what that's in preparation for? Your kid won't be able to sneak out at night because you put cactus under the window? Weird. Very, very weird, dude. Your husband's body, not your body, not your choice. Always nice to see a post like this, whether it's meant to be a joke, which if it is, it's a very bad, stupid, loser-ass joke to make. Always great to see these accounts with a cross there, like, are you're lying. I feel like you're lying. Posts are meant to bring forward dialogue and discussion of the problematic sentiments shown and not in support. What does that mean, dude? Is that your cop-out? Is that your... No, I just wanted to start a discussion, because no, you didn't. No, the f*** you didn't. Insecure man thinks PS5 controller colors aren't manly enough? Wish they made a green. Also, why are all the colors girly? How are they girly? Pinkish red, light baby blue, purple, pink, and then there's black and camo, the only two non-girlish ones. That's how. That's sad, man. Seems like you hate the coolest colors. Like what? Huh? They only have camo and black. I don't want to look gay or like a girl or nothing when I'm playing my Hello Kitty Island Adventure for PS5. Guys, if you're in a relationship, you have a duty to make her healthier. Get her off birth control and tracking her cycle instead. Morning body temp to ensure her thyroid is functioning appropriately. Non-toxic tampons, whatever the living that means. Feed her beef liver weekly. That's all the ladies ever wanted, am I right, fellas? They just want to be fed beef liver. Make sure she is well aware that veganism is a scam and salads aren't healthy. Okay, I'd love to see your cholesterol. Collagen for skin and mental health. Supplement vitamin E, the fertility vitamin. Magnesium lotion nightly. 30 minutes of sunlight daily. Vitamin D critical for hormones. Honey and bee propolis for fertility. If she has PMS or period issues, give her progesterone in the second half of her cycle. Wait. Whoa. Hang on just a minute here. What do you mean you are suggesting that husbands should give somebody a prescription drug for the second half of someone's cycle? What, you just have that shit on hand? Are you a doctor or a pharmacist? The f*** you have progesterone for? Just casually around to force your wife to take, even though you know nothing about it or what it does. Throw away her polyester underwear and bras. No seed oils, no sunscreen, no toxic makeup, no sunscreen. God, these are the dumbest goddamn people alive, I swear, man. And that's coming from me, so you know I'm serious. Olive oil, eggs, and cocoa oil in hair instead of shampoos and toxic conditioners. Water filter for both drinking water and shower. See, I can see that one a little bit, though. I recently got a filter for my shower because we have very hard water out where I am, and whoo, it's changed my life. I feel so much nicer after getting out of the shower. I don't dry up and die, but anyway, feed her cheese. You know what? That's the most sane goddamn one here. Ladies, am I right? Don't you just want your husband to just feed you cheese rather than, what was that thing up ahead? Up at the top. Feed her beef liver? No. Feed your wife cheese at all times. That's perfect. Save her from her toxic 9-to-5 job. Seems like there's maybe two of these things where your head and heart feel like they were in a semi-correct place, but the rest of this just feels strange and creepy and I own you coded for sure. So, when did you notice your wife was dead? The lovemaking was the same, but then the dishes started to pile up. You can make these types of jokes funny. You genuinely can. Look at Married with Children. They did the I hate my wife, I hate my husband thing hilariously for 12 years or something insane. This stuff is just so lame, and it feels like it comes from a place of actual hatred rather than just, ribbing and making fun of your spouse because it's fun or funny or cute or you have that type of relationship. Drop your confession here. When my husband pisses me off, I put dog hair in his sandwich. Yeah, that's cool. He teared up just thinking about it, and she immediately recognized his emotions. What a loving couple. Truly meant for each other. Exactly. They really a lovely couple. Nah, his estrogen unnaturally high. He needs to find a doctor, if that's the part where he tears up. Since when does a love for his own wife need to be treated? Crying from a simple question like this is weird and unnatural. He needs to check up for his hormone levels. What was this on? What video? I don't know why I thought it was that question that someone asked Sam Neill recently in like some roundtable interview or whatever, but talking about a couple, I don't think that's the video this is in reference to. Well, y'all don't want to hear this, but genetics. The 4'11 women keep screaming they want a 6-foot guy, and y'all wondering why men are getting shorter. OMG, men are getting shorter and shorter. Next thing you know, we're going to be able to put them in our pocket. That sounds kind of nice, though. Oh, for real, like, please leave them alone. The 5'8 girlies are starving. Just date shorter men? You're missing the point, and I don't know how. People should not be height mixing, and instead should stay within their height range, or else they're wasting their tall genes and breeding out tall people. If she's over 5'8 and she wants to use up her tall genes, what sense would that make? What the hell are you talking about? A decade ago, Taylor Swift presented Bruno Mars with the VMA for Best Male Video. Taylor's only 5'10, still tall for a woman, but she flat as a sheet of plywood, so she might be a dude anyways. Bruno is 5'5. I had no idea he was a little dwarf. Wow, what a dumb, ridiculously embarrassing comment to make. Just really wildly embarrassing. Why do you need to announce this? We finally had sex. Jesus is king. What does this say here? Ask us about it? Ask us about it? No! I don't know you. Get the hell away from me, you freak! Name: Red Dead Redemption 2. Wokeness: slightly woke. Contains subtly pro-DEI messaging. Several minor characters espouse modern-day political sentiments. As an example, the NPC Sadie Adler behaves the same way a modern-day feminist would. Yeah, this is... Woo, man, I could probably go on for an hour and a half about just how sad this makes me, but also how entertainingly pathetic it is. It makes you giggle that this is how they choose to live their lives. This is how they choose to experience and see any form of art. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking dating simulator. Or finger-licking good dating simulator, excuse me. Woke. Contains overtly pro-LGBTQ+ messaging. No distinction between a male or female player. The player character is referred to using they/them pronouns. Oh my god. I am so glad I only played that game the one time when it came out years ago. Oh my god. You know what that could have done to me? I almost died, okay? Alright, Rise, Son of Rome, slightly woke, contains subtly pro-DEI messaging. Boudica is a frontline combatant shown to be capable of fighting one-on-one with officers of the Roman Legion. Jeez, man. Oh my god, it keeps going. I need to browse this website a little more. This seems hilarious. Wait! Okay, so the name of the game is Super Lesbian Animal RPG. Okay, woke. Wow, who could have seen that one coming? Contains overtly pro-LGBTQ+ messaging, features a lesbian romance involving the player character. Multiple non-binary NPCs that use they/them pronouns. What's next? Breathing organisms that are supposed to be like people? They're anthropomorphized? We can't have this shit. So my best friend beat the flagship on her first run. Let's see. Victory. Congratulations. You've defeated the rebel flagship and ensured the victory of the Federation. All right? Let's see what we got down here. My 6-year-old did it on hard on his first run, but he was man enough to not feel the need to make a Reddit post about it. See, this is the other type of gamer, all right? We have the gamers that are bitching about woke and blah, blah, blah. We know what they're really complaining about. But then there's this guy that's like, you felt good because you beat game on hard or did this on hard or did a difficult thing in game. I did it better because it's easy and you're stupid. Don't ever let anyone tell you how to play a game. Some men be dating strong women like, bro, if you're a man dating a self-proclaimed feminist or a woman with a master's degree, you're gay. Or the woman over 5'10". What? Wow. I'll be so gay then? A woman over 5'10". Jesus. Oh my god. What timeline did these people bleed through? And can they go back? Bro. Guys without a girlfriend, how is life? Getting food is only 4K instead of 20K plus an argument? Wow, that is the saddest upvote ratio I've ever seen on Reddit. Something this unfunny and stupid got that many votes? Woo! In general? Wow. Also, what do you mean food is only 4K? 4,000? Are you talking about dollars? What do you mean? Why add more women to a male-dominated sport? You do realize that men watch football, including pre- and post-match, to escape the wife or woman's voice for a few hours a week. Now, I sometimes mute games because the amount of dribble that's being spewed annoys me. Can't wait for the day an all-male sports company exists. It'll absolutely kill Sky and TNT. If you like men this much, there's an app called Grindr you'd love. What's the ideal age to get married? Biologically 15, socially 26, legally after 18, culturally 24 to 28, economically above 30, and logically never. I have nothing to say about that. That is sad. That is very, very sad. Did you just actually say biologically 15, you nasty little bitch? Your height, 5'8". Your weight, 215 pounds. Your BMI, 32.7. Diagnosis, mega obese. This dude took the time to save my profile picture, try to guess my height and weight, and then put it into an online BMI calculator. Dude thinks you hot as hell if he's willing to go through all of that, even though his diagnosis was mega obese. Okay? Dude, Twitter is such a hellhole. I mean, it always was. Do not get me wrong. It always was. But Elon turned it into a very, very special place where certain people can be as open as they want without consequence. Okay? Alright. Cis women generally don't have hair on their legs. If you know women who do, they're most likely trans or have some kind of hormone imbalance. Holy shit. Wow. You've never really met or seen a woman without pants on, have you? You've never seen a woman without pants on. Once in your life, have you? A cis woman probably doesn't have hair on her legs right now because, you know, if she does, dudes like you will freak the f*** out and get dangerous and scary really fast. This is hilarious! I mean, I think I have seen this one before, and you know, looks like they're all in on it. It's fun. It's probably like something dad came up with. They all thought it was funny. I'm not gonna get all whiny about this one, because it seems like a family that's loving each other. They're having a great, probably Halloween, and honestly, let's be real. This did seem like the dad came up with it, okay? Dad Fargo. It's cute. This one's cute, I'll admit. Me arranging the flowers my husband bought me. Aren't they beautiful? Give me one reason why incest is immoral. Oh my god. But I don't know if it's just social media exploding to bigger than it ever was when I was in high school and whatnot, but I had never seen comments like this until the last few years. Who the goes online and says something like this? They could find you, dude. Age gap relationship? Fine. Height gap relationship? Fine. IQ gap relationship? Absolutely not. Intelligent men want a simple, loving, faithful woman. She doesn't need to be brilliant. Okay. You don't need to be brilliant either. I'm sure you're not. A girlfriend is a mother you get kidnapped by. I can't keep up with all these new gender roles. A girlfriend is a mother you get kidnapped by. For woman friend. Okay. Logan Paul promotes Lunchly while his wife is in labor. And of course, Lunchly. Oh man, I don't know why he needs to like grind this hard. He could stop and leave the internet yesterday and they could just live a normal, happy off life. He's got more than enough money to just go and live with them and just leave. He doesn't need to maintain anything anymore. He doesn't have to work with the algorithm and play the game. He won the game. He could leave. He does this on purpose, I'm pretty sure, because he knows it'll piss people off and get him his Twitter paycheck, I guess. I don't know why he needs to do this. Like, just leave, dude. His name on the app was married. I understand that. Don't have a wife, just a girlfriend. Just a kink for me. Just as wrong, though. Cheating as a kink is a red flag, not gonna lie. Daddy of liberals. Smash cultural Marxism. Mom explains why she walks around naked in home she shares with teenage son. I don't need to hear it. He's got a lot of friends, no doubt. Don't believe she does it. Need to see proof. She's gonna open up about how it impacted her in a few years and victim signal, I'm sure. I wish some of my friends' moms would have done that, but not mine. The tweet. Anyone know of a nail tech based in New York City that does hard gel / Russian manicures? The reply, your life is a joke, a bloated, grotesque monstrosity. You are fat. You are ugly. You are a feminist. No. Unacceptable. Lose weight. Become pretty. Accept that men are superior. This will bring you victory. You don't have to do anything online for the weirdest, most pathetic little creature you've ever seen in your life to wiggle out from the floorboards and say something so heinously unrelated it leaves you slack-jawed for a year and a half straight. If a woman tells you that you have nice hands, she actually wants to bear your children, by the way. Look, I've met plenty of women that are like, I love hands. Like, I love man hands. It's just an attractive feature. I don't think we need to go much deeper than that. I just don't think we do, okay? OBGYN suggests to a woman to just have a baby, okay? Has yet to resolve my health issue for the past month. He's also prescribed unnecessary drugs for an unrelated issue. He doesn't think outside the box and has answered his phone in the middle of our consult. On top of that, he was persistent and unprofessional with his idea of me getting pregnant. I'm 24. I've explained I'm not interested in having babies right now. He asked again anyway. Maybe you wouldn't be so upset if you had a baby? Is this dude still practicing? I feel like we've seen this guy around a couple of times, and I hope he's not, because it's creepy, it's weird. I don't care if you're a goddamn OBGYN or not. Shut up. It's legitimately so infuriating how that is an answer that so many men in particular love to give women. Just go have a baby, dude. Just go have one. You know what? Have 4. It'll solve everything, and you won't have a terrible time. Me. Hey, can you come pick up your daughter? Sleepover was supposed to be for just one night. Oh, I see, there's more. Father-in-law. Dustin, you've been married for over 15 years. No. He really said, you took my problem, I don't want it back. Gotta pause it to read it, but worth it. Sorry, there is a 0 return policy. Father-in-law be like, she's high maintenance. That's why me gave her to you. That's why me gave her to you has 1,350 likes. Father-in-law pretty much saying, if I couldn't return mine, you can't return yours. Okay, anyway. Here, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick break and just say you should check out my YouTube channel in the description below. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. If you like video game stuff, I like doing video game stuff. Me preparing if she's answer will be no. Me preparing if she's answer will be no. Okay, very cute. Notice how it started getting hot during Pride Month? I think God trying to give y'all a preview. It's just a joke. Please don't start crying. Dude, thank God that was there because I was about to start crying. See, this is the type of joke that I would share with my friends. Like, dude, he might be onto something, okay? I think this guy figured it out. He knows. Any real man will spot the problem with this picture. Oh, that she's cold and he's not giving her the jacket? I guess. Maybe she should have remembered her own jacket. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she should just, like, think about it for next time, because I'm not here to babysit you, okay? I'm warm because I used my brain, my big, huge man brain. Yeah, his woman doesn't listen about bringing a jacket. God damn it. Of course. He should offer his coat and she should walk on the other side of him. Chivalry is not dead, just on life support. She's not in the kitchen. Mike tried to be like, oh, he should be chivalrous. Offer her your jacket. And, you know, I remember growing up being told, hey, ladies walk on the inside. You take street side, okay? As if that would really protect her if a car came crashing over the curb. But whatever, not the point. At least Mike doesn't seem like these other two guys. Yeah, this damn woman didn't listen. Maybe she should be in the kitchen. Well, he should offer her his coat and, you know, make sure she walks on the other side. Come on, chivalry can't die. Let's keep it going, fellas. I'm gonna assume he recommended her grabbing a jacket before they left and she rolled her eyes and didn't. Hashtag her bad. Oh man, I don't know what's more sad, seeing comments like this that don't have any interaction at all, or seeing them with a bunch of interaction, because these guys are literally talking to themselves and no one gives a shit. It's so funny when these guys get no attention. Probably told her 100 times, take a jacket before leaving. Oh, there's another one. She's not in the kitchen. Wrong side, give jacket, put phone away. Wrong side, give jacket, put phone away. Trending. Panthers quarterback Bryce Young's girlfriend, Myra Gordon, is now dating NBA star Tyrese Maxey. Gordon previously dated... Oh my god! What the hell? I think I just inhaled a piece of dust. Oh, God, help me, please. Ooh, I think it's gone. Sorry about that. What the Anyway, what did douchebag McCheckmark say here? I'll never understand how in a world filled with beautiful women with no baggage, athletes will pass around the same 10 to 12 recycled hose like it's a mandatory rule. Wow. I see hot, available woman. What's problem? Oh, I see what your problem is. Could I get some advice? Sure. I keep getting rejected by ugly and unattractive girls. I don't know why. I keep getting rejected by ugly and unattractive girls. I don't know why. Lol. Can I get your number? And who are you to decide whether those girls are ugly or not? Maybe you're the one who is ugly. Also, I won't give my number to a random dude who lacks chivalry and is incapable of handling rejection. This just in. Liberal women pay up to $4,000 to bash cushions with sticks to let out their internal anger during a rage ritual retreat. That is really hard to say, by the way. Rage ritual retreat. Try saying that 5 times fast. Should channel this energy into sandwiches and housework. Seriously, it's the check marks every time. They pay a fee to be able to be racist and sexist and just the least funny people that have ever graced a platform, and I think it's hilarious to just block block anyone with one, even though that doesn't really work anymore. Thank you, sir. Things that I think should be for girls only, no men. Ordering a side salad, self-explanatory. How? How is that self-explanatory? I mean, if I had to guess your reasoning, salad gay, for women, don't do. But I want to hear you explain it. Using multiple pillows. Sweet dreams, princess, what the Okay, now it feels like you're being, this feels like satire all of a sudden. Tapping to pay with your phone. Swipe a card like a man. Hey, whoa, hey, wait a minute. I can tap my card. Most of them don't even let you swipe a card anymore. If anything, they have you insert the card, which is, when you think about it, quite a strange patriarchal thing to do. I have to insert I'm just being an asshole, whatever. I'm trying to match this dude's douchebag energy, which is really hard to do because I'm not an asshole. Taking selfies, self-explanatory. Seatbelts. I thought, okay, this is definitely satire. This has to be if we've gotten to seatbelts, right? It has to be. Stitch number 2 incoming. My grandpa told me never drop your drawers for any lady that wouldn't clean them if you shit in them at work, and I'm holding that one close now. I get the sentiment. I do understand what you're talking about, but please don't go in your pants to test people. Schoolgirls told to wear longer skirts to create a good environment for male staff. Okay, if male staff are in any way distracted by children's knees, I don't think they should be allowed anywhere near a school, to be honest. Yeah, we need to get to the bottom of why that rule needed to exist in order to create a good work environment for the male staff, because those people might belong in, well, they certainly don't belong in teaching roles or working in a school at all. What the hell? I wish there was a real-life scouter for seeing a girl's stats like cooking, 80, head, 95, loyalty, 12, all right? So, what's the scouter for seeing guys' stats gonna be? And what would it say about you? You know what, folks in the comments? Here's a call to action for you real quick. Let's flip this around on Virgin McGee here on Twitter. If you had a scouter and you were looking at this guy, what would his stats be? Let's take a look. I understand Offset. I only got my baby mama pregnant just to have her as a trophy. I didn't really want her like that, but other whatever did, so that gave me social status. What? I hope that kid grows up, sees this tweet, and never talks to you again. It's crazy some people don't believe I'm straight. This pic proves I only enjoy heterosexual passion with my female wife. Would not surprise me if Holly actually tweeted this. Jersey could scrap only husbands talk tax rule. Currently, a married woman can only discuss her taxes with the government if the spouse says so. If you're a married woman in Jersey and you want to discuss your tax affairs with the government, better ask your husband's permission first. No, this is not an excerpt from a 1950s guide to managing finances, but the current reality on the self-governing island. But this could finally be about to change. What? Good lord, it's so cringe. My brother in Christ, this is an underage trauma victim. Oh wait, let me guess. Someone's bitching about Angela from Silent Hill 2 Remake. Someone's bitching about Angela from Silent Hill 2 Remake. Oh, woohoo! The female man faces gave it away. I have yet to see a single one of these checkmark grifters. That's all they are. They don't actually believe this shit. They've just found, like a lot of us unfortunately know, that negativity sells and gets way more interaction because you're more likely to respond or interact if you're pissed off. It's true. It's bait. It's always been about the bait, and we take it all the time because, unfortunately, it's our human nature to defend things that are being unjustly not just criticized, but shat on in the most embarrassing way possible to trivialize how important it really is. Censored. Won't say hate because that's too strong of a feeling. But he just kept twerking. Like, at the most random time, and it wasn't just any twerk, but the Tina Belcher twerk. Oh god. One night he twerked once too much, confirming my dislike. My disgust could not contain itself at that point. Ladies, how'd you realize you hated your boyfriend? That's why? That should make you fall in love with him more. What? My disgust could not contain itself at that point. I really hope you brought it up so that he could go be with someone that's actually a nice person. Genuinely. I know that we all have, like, different senses of humor and stuff like that, but this seems so pettily goddamn lame, man. A woman who doesn't immediately give you what you want, who is also generous, kind, and soft, is something to pursue long-term. You pick your battles accordingly. You don't casually sleep with women who can do a great job raising your children someday. If a girl has sex with me immediately, she will be a bad mother is not only magic thinking, but a damning self-assessment. If a girl wants to rip your clothes off, she wants you to impregnate her, basic biology. Equating that to bad moral character reveals how you see yourself. If you believe that there should be more people like you, then all girls who want me to impregnate them are inherently good is the correct mode of thinking. What the fuck? Can we all just like get back to just watching TV and hanging out with friends and having a good time? Oh, it's a check mark paycheck. We're gonna start calling them paycheck marks. Nowadays, hey look, another paycheck mark. Nowadays, women want 50-50. What is 50-50 exactly? What do you think? Men should lead the way as a provider, or should men rely on a woman to bring the other 50%? 50-50, or men should lead the way? Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I am always willing to help do more than I would consider my fair share. I would love to be able to do that, and it wouldn't bother me one bit. I was in a relationship where I did like 10% of the financial lifting, and my girlfriend did the rest of it. Both of us were fine with that arrangement. I am more of a home husband anyway. I like to clean and sit around and be lazy and stupid and work on my art or whatever it is. It's all up to you. You do what you want. How to find out a girl's past before marriage? Oh boy. Check all her social media accounts. Ask around, the neighbors and the relatives. This is the best way to know. Just be open-minded around her. Tell her that her past and virginity don't matter and that you will accept her the way she is. Highly likely she will reveal her past. Tell her that you can't accept can't accept a past ever? What? Tell her that you can't accept a past ever. If you can't find out her past even after all that, just give her a warning that if you ever find out she has a past, then it will be the end of it. That if you better not have a past. Memories? You better not have been born, okay? Before and after the woke infection. I don't know, it seems like somebody who changed up their style. Is that a weird thing to do after a set amount of time? Change like the style of clothes you wear and wear a different necklace and new haircut? I'm confused. What woke infection could you be referring to? Men are not falling in love anymore. I'm not sitting down to watch 4 women behind the microphone speak about anything that's not about cooking or cleaning. Like you would watch anybody talk about cooking and cleaning anyway. Let's be honest with yourself. You don't watch anything to actually learn, dude. Your man still goes to work even when he doesn't feel like it, which is why you should sleep with him even when you don't feel like it. Remember, relationships take work. Okay, wow. First of all, scariest looking man I've ever seen in my life. I think it's just the dead-on staring, not directly into the camera, but staring at me a little bit. I can feel him ripping a hole through my soul right now. He kind of looks like a goddamn, what is it, Wojak? Is that what they're called? Can someone make one of this dude? He's horrifying. Ponder this. Angelina Jolie cut off her breasts for cosmetic purposes, and now her husband is no longer attracted to her. Karma is real. What happened? God, this was a while back, though. This is old Twitter. She was trying to ensure that the cancer gene she is prone to did not develop into a terminal disease? Oh, please. No man wants a woman who would mutilate herself to that degree. What did she expect? That's possibly the worst thing I've ever read. Are you saying that being married is more important than being alive? Yes. Your husband should come before everything. Mine does. Brad doesn't deserve such a burden. He married a whole woman. I got nothing on that. If anyone out there ever unironically says something like that regarding any form of cancer, this is ridiculous. All right, well, you know what? I think we can definitively answer the question. No, the straights are not okay. They're absolutely not okay. The straights could use a little bit of goddamn therapy. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy, but here we are. Making fun of a lesbian woman's appearance. All right, let's see. The years really fly by. The evolution of Rachel Maddow? Is that it? 1990, 1994, 2007, 2010, 2020, 2024. Is this a joke that she would have found funny? I'm genuinely curious. Oh, it's a tweet by Elon Musk. Of course it is. Absolutely no joke. Of course he's the one that made this joke. How lesbians look in the movies. How lesbians look in real life. Oh, okay, so they're all piling on to an already not really funny joke. Okay, let's see. Maddow, again, I don't know if that's how you pronounce her last name, seems to fit the narrative. Okay, what is that narrative? First wave feminism. We want to be equal to men. Okay, that's pretty normal and fair, and Rosie the Riveter is incredibly important, along with all the other women working in the factories in World War II to support the brothers, husbands, boyfriends, friends, dads, whatever, you name it, overseas. Okay, totally fine, whatever. Second wave feminism, we don't need men. Okay, well, I mean, I don't need, like, I'm a guy, I don't need guys, but whatever. Okay, third wave feminism, we are men? What? What does that mean? Okay, I'm definitely missing something with that one, but it might not be that I'm missing something. It might be that Heracles the Great is a moron? I don't know. Fourth wave feminism, we are women. With a picture of a woman. I don't get it, Pericles. Are you know what? I don't even need to ask the question. I think I already know. The year is 2030. Most men have bots. Women in desperation yell, "They don't love you like a real human being." Men whisper back, "Neither do you." This is one of the, oh my god, I don't care if it's meant to be a joke. I try to give the benefit of the doubt where I can. I don't care if this is meant to be a silly joke. It's embarrassing. You've never met a woman, have you? The concept of a woman eludes you completely, Jennifer. All right, let's see. Margot Robbie has welcomed her first child, a boy, People reports. Girls, we lost. Can't believe she became a boy mom. Tragedy. Boy mom is more of a mindset beyond being a mother of a boy, even though I would abort. But it's simply not fair that a male gets to grow and say his mother is Barbie. Like, he's not going to appreciate that in the way a girl would. It's such a waste. True, we aren't sure how she necessarily feels about mothering a boy. I would say she could try again for a girl, but I would never want to subject a little girl to having an older brother. Oh no! She's having a child, but she's having the wrong one! You're kind of acting like... You guys know who Bug Hall is? Well, he had a bunch of daughters and then had a son within the last 6 or so months and said, "I finally have an heir." And when people were telling him, "But you have like 3 daughters," or whatever it was, he said, no, not dishwasher, heir. Why are you acting like he is? Why, is it revenge or something? Look, I kind of get it, but it's really weird. Because this is a child she is probably f***ing thrilled to have, and her life is no one's business but hers. She's probably going to be a better mom than you would to a girl, okay? Straight women having to ask for absolute bare minimum. Wait, what? What happened? Oh, let's see here. Dating checklist. I don't want to educate him on misogyny, okay? I don't want to educate him on racism. I don't want to educate him on transphobia. I want him to already be a decent, empathetic human being who takes the initiative to learn. That truly is the bare minimum, is it not? That's insane. You should not have to ask for those things. Don't want to educate him on racism. I sure f***ing hope you don't need to educate him on something like that. This dude is either probably 7 or 70 years old. All right, let's see. I'd rather go to combat with 12 straight Alpha Sigma males than 1 million gays to fight 1,000 straight males. Have fun losing that battle. Oh, mega have fun losing that battle, dog. 12 straight Alpha Sigma males? You guys won't even be on the battlefield anymore, dude. You're going to be back at Urban Outfitters or Buckle at the mall in about 8 minutes. You won't be on the battlefield, dog. Not only stereotyping, but also objectifying a culture/ethnicity. Now, let's see. When you travel to Guatemala to find your dream surfer boy, but all you see is short men. When you visit a country with a poverty rate of over 50% and wonder why the men are short, let me also make a TikTok humiliating them. Le smug face. Why are they like this? So, like, we've turned into a cult now, or what? Let's see. The number of kids who identify as LGBT, especially trans and bisexual, has absolutely skyrocketed. If you think this is a natural or organic development, you're deluded. The media, Hollywood, and the school system actively recruit children into the LGBT ranks. What? Let's see. Gen Z, born 97 to 2002, 11.5%. Millennials, 5.1%. I don't believe that for a fucking second. What is this study conducted? Where's the study conducted? Who paid for it? Who was actually a part of it? You really think that the baby boomers and traditionalists, or those in the greatest generation, whatever you want to call them, you really think the reason their percentage is so low is because they just weren't that way? You think it had nothing to do because of the fact that they were scared of ever coming out because their family would abandon them, their friends would abandon them, and then maybe try to hurt them and kill them? Or do worse? Yeah, I said worse. Jesus Christ, Matt Walsh is a psychopath, dude. I have never understood this. Do they want to fuck their daughters? Daughter, I want a dinosaur. Dad, it's impossible. Then let me have a boyfriend. No, there's something I've talked about a few times. I believe the channel is Beau of the Fifth Column. I think that's his name. But he created a semi-viral video a while back talking about how dads need to stop doing it. You know, it sends a really weird message. When you really think about dads being way overprotective of their daughters. Something weird might be going on there. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. Boys are only after one thing. Dad, what were you after? Are you saying that you were a creepy, worthless piece of when you were young too? No, thank you. God, that was a very large image. Okay, you can't be trans, but you are hot, so I would consider letting you date me. I love that. I would consider letting you date me. What does that mean? That's the most presumptuous, arrogant thing I've ever read. F you. The post was a photo of a little girl with short hair in a princess dress, advertising St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, in which she was undergoing cancer treatment. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? This one's gonna really suck. She's so cute. She looks like a boy in girl's clothes. I am with you 1,000%. I canceled Xfinity Cable because of all the cross-dressing and more. I'm not letting my boys watch that, and I'm definitely not normalizing it. But I just read others saying, could be a girl with cancer. In that case, I feel bad and support her. Dang, internet with all that gender-fluid stuff tricks us. That's a boy! That's a boy, sorry. That looks like a boy to me? Why is he in a dress? I pray whoever is healed and not accepting no identity except the one given by God before birth. You can be given your identity by God before birth? Well, you can get so much before birth. It is evil in the sight of God and men for a boy to dress as girl or girl dress as boy. Okay, no, this is really sad and pathetic and actually, quite frankly, scary. This is scary. The level of vitriol happening on here because these people are transvestigating a fucking child dealing with a horrid illness that I really hope they've made it through is pathetic. This is evil. You folks are disgusting. Bought flowers at the grocery store, and as he was handing them to me, the cashier goes, "Thank God my girlfriend isn't here. I'd hate for her to see me handing another woman flowers." Does your girlfriend not know how being a cashier works? What the hell are you talking about? That's a really, really, really lame / bad attempt at being, I guess flirtatiously cutesy, whatever you want to call it. Is this game woke? I've been seeing a lot of promotional materials which emphasized strong women in night suits swinging greatsword claymores, which shouldn't be physically possible. Sorry. Unless they're catering certain target audiences. Hard pass, thanks. I love that. Is this game woke? I just want to make sure. Hard pass by, thanks. I'm not playing it. Women in night suits swinging greatsword claymore, which shouldn't be physically possible. Are you trying to tell me women can't lift something over 40 pounds? You think that's not possible? I said 40 pounds to be as generous as humanly possible. The very first result, approximately 5.5 pounds? Women, ladies, listen up. That shouldn't be possible, okay? Y'all are limited to 5 pounds, okay? Just, make sure that's known. Only the fellas are legally allowed to lift over 5 pounds, okay? I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but it's just the way life is, ladies. New TikTok trend where straight people demean and infantilize their former partners for their height. This ought to be good. All right, let's see. Lost my 5'6" boy, but gained a 6'1" man. Ain't God good? Wow, 161K. All right. Lost my 5'8" boy, but gained a 6'1" man. Are they all going to be 6'1"? There's no way they're all going to be 6'1", right? Right? Lost my 5'3", gained 6'4", okay. 5'10" to 6'6", I win, I think. All right, she's not sure. This, but 5'7" to 6'3", 5'3" to... Sorry. I love that one. Sorry, honey. It looks like you didn't win quite as much as everyone else. Oh, this is all so pathetic. All right. I low-key downgraded. He's 5'7". Wow. Wow. Okay. That one. Whoo. That praying this is me. All right. Well, now I'm not having fun anymore. That's pathetic. Okay? Holy shit. Your husband is probably gay if he does dishes. Oh, honey. Sorry, these are really good. I'm in a very good mood this evening. Wow. These are making me so giggly because of how annoyingly sad they are. Average straight Instagram couple. Oh, God. My husband, I almost read that differently. My husband's wife bought us these for Christmas. Official stocking stuffer, I'm the stocking. I guess she found out then? Okay. Hey, for real, unless we're the closest friends ever and it's been established that, like, we have that type of friendship or whatever, maybe, for the love of God, don't be posting about how you fuck your girlfriend, wife, whatever, on your shirt near me, because it's just kind of weird. It's really weird. Stop doing that, please. Chimney. I'm coming down the chimney tonight. Down? He likes my big bulbs. She likes my peppermint stick. Tastes like peppermint? Brother, shower. Our birth rates are falling. What should we do? How about we ban women from marrying after 25 and we remove their uteruses after 30? Okay, that's interesting. The leader of Japan's Conservative Party has sparked an uproar by advocating for a ban on women marrying after the age of 25 and having their uteruses removed at the age of 30. This proposal was part of an overall discussion on the country's aging population and the problems it faces as a result of the falling birth rate. Oh man, if that's how he feels about women, oh man, we'll probably vomit if we hear for a brief moment how he feels about anyone else. Anyone else at all. Weaponized incompetence is so marriage material, right, ladies? My sister always wonders why I don't iron my shirts. My response is always the same. Someday, some observant single godly woman will notice my wrinkled shirt and say to herself, Isaac sure could use a good woman like me. And that, ladies and gents, is how my mind works. So you're admitting your mind doesn't? Like, there's a little bit of cutesiness to this, but be a man and take care of your clothing. And that's coming from a guy who's got nothing but wrinkled shirts, dog. Are straight women romanticizing lavender marriages now? What marriages? Okay, so lavender marriage, I accept. Right? We can split the bills and work out together and go to drag brunch? I want a lavender marriage so bad. All right, hold on. Let's see here. A marriage between a person who is heterosexual and another who is homosexual, often for the purpose of concealing the latter's sexual orientation. This is so manipulative. All right, what is? How to find out a girl's past before marriage? Check all her social media accounts. Ask around the neighbors and the relatives. This is the best way to know. Just be open-minded around her. Tell her that her past and virginity don't matter and that you will accept her the way she is. Highly likely she will. Oh, we've seen this one before. Nope, it just clicked back in. Tell her that you can't accept a past ever. If you can't find out her past even after that, just give her a warning that if you ever find out she has a past, then it will be the end of it. All right, be alone, loser. Delusional misogyny, and likely worse. Once white girls are raised to be teen moms again, Europe will be saved. I'm not laughing at that one. Bye. All right, let's see. Now Ryan isn't here to say no. Edward and Thomas were finally snipped this morning. Edward screamed so loud, but Thomas knew what was good for him. Sorry, boys. Mommy needs to think about your future girlfriends. Gorgeous what, mama? Knows what's best? Okay, so, did you take your... Hold on, am I reading this correctly? Did you take your sons to get circumcised? I know that might seem like a dumb question because this is on r/circmoms, but like, I don't know what the alternative would be. I genuinely don't. Mommy needs to think about your future girlfriends. Forced to be your mother. Born to be your lover. No, you're with this. No, you're absolutely with this, you creep assholes. Dear women, we don't want you with muscles. We want you slim, delicate, and cute. Take notes. Do you know how many people are going to respond to that particular tweet with "speak for yourself, douchebag"? How dare a woman propose to a man? Is this not the most magical place to propose? That looks magical as hell. Men need to mend. This ain't it, and it's embarrassing. 15,000 likes. Die. Never getting on my knee for a man. I don't know, you sound like the type that might. Your boyfriend is now your wife. Sounds like a deal to me.
Why are females doing this? It ain't cute and it's not independent or strong woman vibes. It's honestly embarrassing he doesn't choose to marry you on his own.
Because it's not a decision he gets to make on his own. Some things need to be kept traditional. Where's the testosterone going? It's not going anywhere. Jeremy Razors? I don't know why I couldn't read that word. Isn't for liberal white women. It's for men. Conservative men. So stop giving your money to woke corporations that hate you. Give it to Jeremy's instead. Men don't shave with woke razors. How much more expensive are your piece of razors that probably suck? I've never heard of Jeremy's razors. I'm going to keep going with the established companies that probably don't cost $55 a razor replacement. Revealed the perfect vagina according to men. Okay. Facebook. All right, let's see. Nothing compares to a woman's ability to create life. All degrees, jobs, all means nothing in comparison, excuse me. The accidental first-timer, self-conscious of body changes, probably 30, not stocked up on diapers, no names picked out, doesn't bother to eat healthy. Amazon gift registry, complains constantly. Okay. The Chad baby maker. Gender will be a surprise. Okay. But is her husband gonna be pissed off if it's not a boy? Married, first of many kids, probably 22 to 25. Wow. Told everyone immediately, friends throw huge baby shower, refuses to buy a bottle. Okay, yeah, because, literally everybody can breastfeed without issue every time, guaranteed, right? Has a list of names for boy or girl. Home birth if possible. Asks fellow mothers for advice instead of complaining. Off. The straights weren't okay in 1880 either. Courtship. The marriage. 10 years after marriage. The masks finally come off. I mean, I don't know, knowing dudes and how much they were allowed to get away with back then, and even now, but back then it was a lot worse, I don't think he ever wore a mask. I would bet my life savings that dude never once had a mask on, but she was forced to wear one. Are boys okay? Please don't leave your tampons out. Yuck. Okay. But that's actually, I would so do that as a joke. I feel like that's something I would have done to be a smartass, okay? Not to be serious, obviously, but that's, okay, that one's at least less than the rest we have seen. A guy can also teach the kids? An ideal family they want to destroy. Husband, protect. Lead, provide. Wife, comfort. Teach the kids. Nurture. Children, obey and learn. You better learn properly. What the fuck is that image at the bottom? What is that? What's this? That helmet looks kind of familiar. What is this? What's this image? What exactly is it that we're looking at right now? Not understanding pronouns. Let's see here. Till death do they part. Venom. Till death do they part sealed the deal for me. Not accepted they pronouns. They tried squeezing in there, and I'll bet others aren't either. Movies are overrated anyway. Okay. Here, let's try and rework this so it's less woke, I guess. Hold on. Till death do he and him part. Would that piss you off less? You like Skyrim? Not sure what it is, to be honest. I'm a 47-year-old male looking for IRL fun in Who Cares. Not sure that's what a bi girl like you would be interested in, though. I have a girlfriend. Okay, but you're bi. Bi? Yes. Poly? No. Bi just means I'm attracted to men and women. Yep, I'm aware. We could have a, well, you can tell what this guy's all about. You can absolutely tell. All right. Today, 2 girls told me women shouldn't be allowed to vote. We were reading the Declaration of Sentiments, and a girl told the whole class that we should go back to only men being able to vote. Another girl piped up and agreed. Now, my eyebrows got more airtime than Olympic gymnasts. Send help and chocolate. Who thinks the girls in this classroom should get more homework today? Put your hands down, girls. Only the boys are deciding. Ask them why they're sharing their opinion since they think they shouldn't have one. 21-year-old woman with what? Does she realize she probably passed up about $50K or more per month on OnlyFans? Wow, some people have gold handed to them and squander it. Society shouldn't have gotten to the point where this sentence has been said. Oh, gigantomastia? Gotcha. Yeah, I absolutely support her in that decision. I mean, there's a tiny little thumbnail and whatnot we see there. I cannot imagine how horrible it was to deal with that. Genuinely. Jeez. It's all just so weird, man. It's just so weird. Appreciate all you guys sticking around here at EmKay. If you like me, you can follow me on Blue Sky at xycron.tv or xycronva on Twitter, or hell, Robin Nelson, my YouTube.